What is up? It's Lady Hawk Hour. Lady Hawk Hour. What's a Hawk Hour? Lady Hawk Owl, the awkward witch. I'm just gonna blame the new moon for my lack of speech. Like, what else am I gonna blame? So, I'm sitting outside in some lovely woods, and I just wanted to make a video about a subject I was interested in and also debating on, and whatever you want to say. I have seen lately some information and videos going around about technology, using technology, social media, modern nuances, if you will, and spells. Now, I think this is an interesting concept. I think a lot of people are under the impression this might be a lazy concept. I disagree to some extent. I am not completely against the idea, but I also have some specifics I think that should be kept in mind when doing these things. The one major problem I would say that this brings up regarding spells and witchcraft is how much connection is there really between the spell and the emoji you're using, or, you know, the paragraph you're sending, or however you're doing it. How much real connection is there? The thing is that a lot of witches use the earth, we use herbs, we use elements, fire, water, whatever, to work our spell. And I think this is important. I think having that raw energy of the earth is kind of part, in my opinion, is kind of part of what makes a witch a witch. Being able to feel energy around you, spiritual energy or otherwise. Being able to understand how animals do their thing, or wanting to understand it anyway. Being part of nature is such an important thing for our practice, I think, at least for most of us. And that's kind of where the problem is that can something so artificial be used in the same way? I don't think it can, for the most part. It's also the fact that things like that aren't written with your own hands, that are being, how do I say this? Okay, you have keys on a keyboard, right? Let's say you're like sending a paragraph or writing a paragraph and printing it out for a spell, or typing a spell. Those letters are already on the keyboard. Like, you're typing it, but those letters are already provided for you. When you write a spell, or write a chant or something, or a charm, or someone's name, you're writing it with your own hand. That connection between you and the piece of paper is, I think, one of the most important parts of doing magic. So there's a serious disconnect there, especially, and I think I mentioned emojis before, especially when it comes to emojis, because those are faces made for you. Those things were made for you to use. They are not being drawn or written or created by you. So I think that's one of the main problems. And I think that's one of the main things that I'm not sure it would make a spell work. I want to hear people, honestly, if you're watching this video right now, please, you can send me a comment if you have used technology or social media or anything like that in a spell and you've had it work. Let me know, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not completely against the idea. I think it's an interesting concept, or it could be. I just can't see it working, and I don't understand how. So I'm curious to know if you can make that work. Personally, I don't think I'd ever do it. Yeah, but anyway, here's the thing though, is that how I think, and again, I haven't done it, but how I think it could work. If someone sends, like, say, that emoji to you, let's say you want to hex someone, and they send you a cruel message or something you didn't like, and they used a negative face emoji of some kind. If you could use that exact same emoji they used, in the exact same format they used, maybe even, and sent it back to them as a message, or some other way, using something that somebody else has used. I think that could be kind of, sort of, almost, like using someone's hair or someone's essence in a spell. That might be, because they pressed that button, they used it, they put that thought in, and if you use that thought to turn it against them, or push them away, I could see that being a possibility. I can see that being a thing, honestly. I'd have to try it out myself, like I said, but, yeah. I'm not sure actually what else I want to say about it. I just really want to make a quick video discussing it. Is it something that would become popular, honestly, that after all this time, that witches and people and holistic people and spirituals have used crystals and all these things you can hold with your hands and you can dig up from the ground and you can plant? Is it possible to go from that to something so far removed from nature? I don't know. And one more weird idea I had, though, is that as artificial and removed from nature and as plastic or metal, whatever, you get the idea, as unearthly as computers are, as unearthly as phones are, no matter what you're holding, no matter what you're doing, no matter what the object is, at some point, part of it came from some part of nature. And it's crazy to think about. I don't think anyone ever realizes that computers and laptops were built from things of nature originally. But at the same time, they've been shaped into things that have pretty much become tools to pull us away from the natural world. Not exactly intentionally, but yeah. So that's just another thought I had. So again, you guys, anyone watching this, let me know what you think, and if you've ever tried to do it yourself. I might just try it for the hell of it. It's not my kind of cup of tea, but I try to be open-minded, you know, and yeah, so I guess that's all I had to say about it. Yeah, so if you guys have any thoughts, also let me know. Yeah, so alright, it is almost gonna rain. See, I'm in my neck of the woods here. We have some bags around because we're trying to mulch the wood with leaves because the woods aren't that healthy exactly. We're trying to make it healthier, pull out some ivy, do what we gotta do. But yeah, it's definitely gonna start raining, so I will talk to you guys later. Ta-da!